Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Eric. Eric is from England in the UK. So let's see what Eric has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Eric. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks for having me as well.
So, tell me, how was your day today?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's been all right, to be honest. Just, yeah, busy working on a few things, but hopefully exciting things. How about yourself?
Great. It was good. I think it's when you have a very productive day, when you have a lot happening, I think I love it because I love going to bed feeling tired. You know what I mean? I love it
Yeah, it means that you've had a fulfilled day, right?
for sure. So tell me, what was the highlight of your day today?
Oh, okay. Getting the artwork for my next single done.
Oh wow, that's a big one.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Good point. Actually, the highlight of my day today, oh my God, was leaving. Actually, I know what it was. Waking up before my alarm went off. That was the highlight because
Yeah, that's an achievement. That is an achievement.
yes, because I went to bed and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have like great hours sleep, and I put the alarm for like 45 minutes later, but I wake up 45 minutes earlier, and I felt fresh. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna start my day. So that was the highlight, like waking up earlier than I expected and feeling fresh and ready for the day. That was the highlight for sure.
Awesome. No, that's good though. That's productive.
Tell me where you're from, Eric.
I'm from Hampshire, UK. Yeah. How are you?
I'm originally from Brazil, but I live in London. I've
Oh,
been
right.
a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah. I live like near Winchester, Southampton, that kind of area. Yeah.
Okay, and that's the place where you're born and raised?
No, I grew up in Peterborough in the East Midlands, and then I moved to Winchester when I studied at uni, and then I
Okay.
liked Hampshire, so I just thought I'd stay because it's just such a nice place to live.
So tell me something interesting about the place you live right now. Tell me something that stands out compared with other places in the UK.
Oh, okay. I mean, where I live is about a 10-minute drive from Stonehenge, which is obviously like one of the most famous landmarks in the entire world. So that's pretty cool.
For
Um,
sure.
and then the city of Winchester used to be the capital of England, and still has loads of sort of memorabilia and statues and stuff that commemorate that.
That's amazing. You made my day now. I learned something new. I didn't know about that. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's well worth a visit. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, wow. Okay, Eric, as you already mentioned about, your music. So let's start the interview talking about your career as a musician. So tell me how everything started.
Yeah, I mean, I started off actually being really interested in acting, and always thought that I would be sort of going down that route. So to start off with, I remember auditioning for a part in a school play when I was doing my A levels,
Yeah.
and it was Guys and Dolls, which is very obviously very famous musical. And I didn't realize I'd have to do a musical audition, and I didn't think I could sing. And I remember doing the audition, having to do both an acting audition and a singing audition, and thinking this has gone really bad. And then then I got an email to say I got this part, and this part had quite a prominent singing role in it. And I remember speaking to the musical director and saying to her, I was like, "This must be a mistake. You've contacted the wrong person because I am not a singer. I can't sing." And then she was like, "No, like you really did a good job." Like she's like, "You've got a
Wow.
good voice." So that kind
Amazing.
of was a bit of a start of it. And then when I went to uni and I would sing at karaoke and stuff, and my mates would always say, like, "Look, you need to kind of do something with this." Um, and then I joined sort of like a kind of musical group at uni, like a society, did some shows, and then eventually I taught myself how to play guitar. Um, and then started writing stuff. Really enjoyed writing music, thought it was a great way of sort of expressing myself. And now here I am, like over 20 singles later, an album, an EP, and sort of a couple of musical awards to my name. It's crazy this journey that I've been on.
Oh my God, I love this story. When you were a child at school and You know, they said they saw something in you that maybe you're not confident about. You didn't see before. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, I've always dreamed of it. Like, I remember being a kid and like watching the music channels and watching like these artists and being like, that would be so awesome. Like being on a stage and
Right.
having people sing your music back at you, or writing a song that like resonates with somebody so much that they go, oh yeah, this song changed my life. Yeah.
Totally. And nowadays, you act as well or not? Just you're
No,
just in the music
I
business.
stopped acting completely. So I did a little bit of acting at uni and then I kind of stopped and just I'm now just all in about the music. And it's my passion.
Wow, that's great. Amazing. Love that. Eric, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Sure, let's do it.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Ooh.
So I have here my best friend. Of wonderful questions. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just first relax before the first question. Okay?
Sounds good.
Let's do it. Okay, so before I start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about, always can change. Okay?
Cool.
First question is, who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
Oh wow. Oh, this is a really hard one. Yeah, I mean, I'd actually probably I'm gonna cheat a little bit here and just say two people who are my parents. I think I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I think it's true. I mean, we grew up in a situation that we didn't have sort of an easy walk in life. Like where I grew up was quite a sort of rough place. Not the easiest of starts, but my parents have always done all they can to sort of instill this hard working like approach in all of me and my siblings.
Wow,
Um, and I always live by that. Like it doesn't matter what I've got, I never take it for granted. Like I will always work hard. I'll always strive to be the best I can, and they instilled that in me.
beautiful. And so far, what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from them, from your parents?
Meaningful lesson. I think it's about being able to just put things in perspective.
Uh-huh.
Like it's very easy to be caught up in the moment and think that everything's falling apart around you. And one thing I learned was basically having this mindfulness approach where you say, will I be thinking about this in a year's time? Will I still be worrying about this exact scenario in a year's time? And if I am, will it be life-changing for me then? And it's helped me to put in perspective when I'm having a bad day or if something's not gone quite right to go, actually, I will forget about this 6 months from now, 1 year from now. It wouldn't have had an impact on my life.
Wow. Okay, so your parents, they are watching this interview right now. When you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message, what would you say?
What would I say? Yeah, I guess I'd probably say I've probably not always expressed it, but I do appreciate everything they've ever done for me growing up.
Oh, sweet, very sweet. Next question, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric, next question is, share with us a crazy or funny story that happened to you when you were a child at school.
Oh wow. Oh, this one's from when I was probably about 4 years old. And again it kind of shows like the dynamic of me and my siblings growing up where we were a little bit at each other's throats. I'd done something and I can't remember what it was now to really annoy my older sister and older brother. And one day I remember turning up to school, going at lunchtime to have my packed lunch, opening in it, and it was just dog biscuits in there. Just dog biscuits. And I knew straight away, I was like, I know who's done this. I know. And my mum was annoyed as well because she then had to pay for a school dinner. I obviously eat the dog biscuits. Um, but yeah, I mean, that kind of just demonstrates like our dynamic growing up.
Do you think you deserve it? This prank on you?
I can't even remember what I did, but I'm assuming that I did deserve it because, yeah, probably.
I believe you are the youngest one between your siblings.
Sorry?
I believe you are the youngest one between your
No,
siblings.
so I'm number three out of four.
I see. Did you like school growing up?
A mixed bag. Yeah, I mean a little bit. I think I kind of fell into my stride a little bit of things the older I got. Like I feel like I found school quite tough to start with, and just found it hard to fit in a little bit. And then as I got towards my sort of GCSEs and into my A levels, I kind of just really found my stride with things. I mean, I wasn't the most academic person in the world, and my teachers probably were glad to see the back of me when I left. But I had some great memories, some great friends from back then.
Did you have a favorite teacher at the time?
Probably my drama teacher. Yeah, she was just a lot of fun and really easy to get on with. She had a great sense of humor, and also probably my history teacher, because although I was like probably the worst student in her class, um, she always seemed to have a laugh. And I remember when I got my GCSE result, and I got like a D or something. It was nothing exciting, but she was happy. She was like, "Oh my God, I thought you were going to do so much worse."
Oh, that's sweet. Very sweet. Next
Yeah.
question. Let's do it. Okay, so before the next question, let's talk about your music. So tell me, what's the biggest joy of being a singer? What do you like the most about being a musician?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of situations recently. I've just released a new song called Won't Surrender, and it's a really personal song. It's all around sort of struggles that I faced in my life and being able to face that adversity and not letting it hold you back. And it's a message that I was hoping would resonate with people. And I've had a few people sort of reach out to me off the back of the release and just sort of say that the song's really helped them when they need it to. And it's really become their sort of song of triumph, like being triumphant. So for me, that moment is you just can't sort of think of anything better. I think when you write music, there's no better feeling than knowing that the song has had an impact on someone. So I'd say it's that.
Actually, I made a note here about your song "One Surrender." I made a note here. So tell me, when was the big inspiration for you to write it, to put it down? So tell me how, you know, since you had the idea, since you started writing it, tell me what was the inspiration for you to put your song all together.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with a medical condition beginning of last year called ankylosing spondylitis. It's a form of arthritis and it's quite degenerative. So over time, it will eventually get worse and worse and worse.
Mhm.
And it impacts my life in a lot of ways. I get fatigue, I get a lot of pain. It can even sort of have other adverse effects on my body that I won't go into detail about. But it's just a very nasty condition, one that not many people are fully aware of. In the middle of like a really bad flare up, and at the time I wasn't even on sort of decent medication for it. I went to the gym to try and sort of exercise because I know that helps it. And I was just in so much pain, so annoyed with it. But I was also like, you know what? I've had enough of this condition. I'm just gonna write about how, you know what, I'm still doing everything. I'm still alive. I'm still working hard. And so I wrote Won't Surrender in that moment. I wrote the song in a matter of minutes, like it's probably one of the fastest I've ever written a song.
That's amazing.
Wrote it all in one go, got the guitar out, and the chords just came naturally to me as well for it. And then I got in the studio, and yeah, it just felt so natural writing this song. It was hard to release it because I was like, I know what this is about, and I wanted to share my story of it as well, which I found difficult.
Mhm.
Made it easy was just being able to say, you know what, this could help someone. This could help someone else out there that's going through the same thing. And that's how the song was born.
I love that, Eric. I love that, and I totally agree with you. I think when you when you write a song very personal, there is very intimate. It's something about you.
Yeah,
It's reality, and I think people I have a good goosebump now saying that because people they resonate with it. People they enjoy, appreciate. It's so interesting when artists when they write songs, and most of them they become so successful. They become so people love to listen to them because it's somehow it's pure. It's
yeah,
it's something that you didn't make up. It's something about you, and I think all of us, our tendency is to connect with those songs. You know what I mean? It's something
yeah.
natural. to connect with them.
Yeah, and it was very vulnerable. And I also recorded a music video to go with it as well, where I talk at the start about sort of the song in a bit more detail before the music video sort of fully
Wow,
starts with the song. And that seems to have resonated with a few people as well. And I'm hoping that it spread a bit of awareness as well about
for
AS
sure.
as well as a condition so that people are more sort of tolerant.
For sure. And people, they, as you said, for sure, it helps people. It brings comfort as well, because you never know who is facing maybe the same situation, maybe something else connect with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We don't know. And sometimes listen to a song where it's so unique and something very personal. People, it brings a comfort. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah. And even when I wrote the song as well, with the structure of it, it's unapologetically me, like in
Yeah.
terms of the structure. So it's not got a traditional structure as a song because it has like a rise like you would have in like a pop or dance song, and then it
Right.
has a drop. But because it's more sort of like in a rock style, it feels almost unique in that way. Although I might be just blowing my own trumpet here because there might be other songs like that out there. But as far as I'm aware, like that's a sort of trope that you normally see in dance music, and it's not a dance song, but I have a lot of influences from that way. And so everything about the song, not even just the lyrics, literally even the structure and the style of it is just me like out on a platter.
Wow. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks.
Okay, next question is, if you had only 24 hours of life, what would you do?
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh wow. This is a tough one. I've never been asked for this before. I'd definitely spend some time with all of my loved ones. I'd probably use what little money I have to try and get us to go all the way on like some kind of holiday or something for that 24 hours.
Wow.
Um, and just enjoy it, like enjoy life to the full, like make the most of every moment.
What's the meaning of life for you, Eric?
Make the most of what you got. Being I think you've got to appreciate that things can suddenly change in an instance. Like you can lose your job, you can like suddenly get diagnosed with a life-changing condition, or
Mhm.
well, not to be too morbid about it, you could die. Like, and I think when you suddenly have that mentality, I think you make the most of every moment. Like you tend not to care as much about what other people think. Like you just grab life by like a bull by its horns and just live it, like being unapologetically you. And that's what for me life is about.
When was the moment that life show somehow, you've learned through life that, it's not about what people think about you. It's about being you. There was a moment in your life that you learned this lesson through life.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was always quite conscious about what other people thought for a long time, but I think my music's helped me with that a lot because I've pivoted in musical direction. And when I first did it, I was like, oh my God, what are people going to think? Are people even going to like this? And then I remembered like why I started doing music, and it was an outlet for myself. Like, and obviously I'm so grateful for everyone that supports my music. But when you're doing something creative, the number one priority, not to sound too selfish, is you. Like it's about expressing yourself, and I think that's what kind of encouraged me to not care so much as realizing actually why I do these things. And if a song gets 0 streams, so be it. But if a song was to get several thousand streams, that's even better. Like, yeah, and that's sort of my methodology with that.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, what do you think is a good age to start dating and why?
Oh my God, wow. Oh, I don't know. I'm not really, yeah, I mean, I'm probably not a good person to ask on this. Uh, um, I don't know, really, just whenever seems right.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I don't think there's like a specific number about it. It's just whenever you feel ready to.
How do you see the dating life, in the city where you live, the area where you live? Do you think that people, they prefer to go online on apps, or people, the tendency, they still prefer to go into a pub or to meet in real, based on your experience, on your surrounding, how?
Yeah, I guess I think people meet online now. Like, I don't think people really
Mhm.
meet in person like first time around, I think that almost seems a bit almost weird in a way, which it sounds crazy, but I think because especially when we had that the pandemic and stuff, I think it just highlighted actually being online is kind of what people do these days. And the good thing as well is you know straight away like what people's hobbies and interests are and that sort of stuff as long as they put it in like their bio.
When you go on a date with someone, what's the something about them that gets your attention straight away that for you is like a plus?
Oh God. I mean, I've been in a relationship for 5 years, so I don't
You're
really,
in a relationship. You're in a relationship now.
yeah, I've been in a relationship for five
Oh, I see.
years, so
Okay, so
I
okay,
would be
so,
terrible at answering this question.
okay, so I'm gonna change the question. As you're in a relationship, so tell me how did you path cross with your partner for the first time?
It was online, and
Uh-huh.
again, I think it was just sort of we connected like so much around hobbies and stuff. We realized actually that we've got similar life goals, things that we want to achieve in life. Um, because obviously when you want something more serious, it's why you kind of look at the physical as well as like the mental side of things.
Sure.
Um, whereas like obviously if you're looking for something more casual or informal, then it's always really about the physical, like not to sound too shallow about it, but it's true. Yeah.
Of course, it's natural. I think that the first thing is about the appearance. You know, it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what's the biggest difference between both of you and the biggest similarity?
Biggest similarities we can both be quite stubborn at some points. Uh, and biggest difference is probably like what we would like to do on holiday.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm the sort of person that doesn't like to sit still on holiday. So I
Right.
would be like climbing mountains and that sort of stuff. Whereas appreciate for a lot of people, their holidays are like lying in the sun. And that's where we are completely different.
Amazing. Next question, ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Next one. Okay, next question is what makes you feel discouraged?
Oh, okay. Oh, this is a really hard one. Probably like oppression. I know that sounds like a really big one, but I think seeing people oppressed
Right.
or people divided is quite disheartening for me.
Yeah.
Like not to sound like too cheesy about it, but I like seeing people sort of cooperating, living in harmony and stuff. And I think we live in a society now which is divided in so many ways. And as much as I think debate is healthy in life. Like I think it's healthy when people are different and have different views on things.
Totally.
But also I believe in respecting those views and respecting that everyone has like their own values, opinions, and angles on things, and that it would be almost harsh to like expect people to change those views. So and I see that on all sides. Like I like when see people are violent towards each other or
Mhm.
oppressed the people because they have different views to them or different religions and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's just not fair. So yeah, that makes me feel disheartened.
And the opposite sides, what makes you the happiest?
Oh wow. um oh, this is a hard one. I mean, I've talked already around sort of like how I'm into sort of like being adventurous and that sort of thing. And I think just seeing like the natural beauty of like the world and stuff for me. So when I've like climbed to the top of mountains and stuff, and it doesn't matter where it is, like I think the UK's got some beautiful places that
Yeah.
people just don't shout the praises of enough, as well as like other countries have got so many things that they can sort of scream about as well.
Totally.
Just seeing that natural beauty for me is just yeah, like you just can't beat it. Like it's just perfect.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Before the next question, when I was checking your profile, I could see that you are into sports as well, like weightlifting, boxing as well.
So I'm not really into boxing, but basically I used it as the theme for my latest single and all of the sort of stuff behind it.
I
I would love to take up boxing to be fair. Like it does look like such a cool sport as well, and like the community seems really nice. But yeah, I'm massively into my weightlifting, keeping active. I'm also doing a half marathon this weekend, so yeah, I'm like into all of my fitness and training.
Wow. Is it the first time you do a marathon or you've done before?
I've done 11 half marathons before and one full marathon.
11. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, apparently I'm addicted to it now. Yeah, but I really enjoy it. It's just so much fun and you can challenge yourself. Like it's one of those things as well where you've got to motivate yourself to do it and you've got to be competitive with yourself to get better.
Uh-huh.
And it's not for everyone because for some people they like to be competitive with other people. But with this sort of thing, it's all about you. Like you've got to really focus on yourself.
And how is your preparation for the marathon? Do you take some, there's like a special preparation for you, or you just kind of, do your regular fitness?
Yeah, so I've designed my own sort of workout plan for it. And yeah, I've kind of because I've been training for quite a few years now. I feel like don't quote me on this, but I feel like I know what I'm doing. Like, so I tend to sort of just design my own training programs for whatever I'm working towards, and so far it seems to have worked out. Like I've been able to improve time and time again, which is good.
And how is the length of the marathon you're doing this weekend?
This is a half marathon, so it's 13 miles or 21 kilometers. Yeah.
Okay, next question for you is, how do you make friends?
Oh wow. Yeah, just through the sort of like hobbies and stuff, and also like via like other friends as well. So like last weekend I was at a friend's birthday up in Oxford and I'd met them through another friend of mine. And I just found like obviously if you're friends with somebody who's friends with someone else, it's almost like you know they're going to be a decent person because
Yeah.
they get along with your friend and you know that they're good and they're into hiking and stuff as well. So you just you've kind of with my friendship groups, it's almost like they're communities in a way as well. And I've got some mates that I go to the gym with a lot as well. Like we've become really good friends out of that. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and then same with like my music as well. I've met some really awesome people that I've become really good friends with. For example, there's a lady called Sarah Rose. We've released three collaborations together. We've got a fourth on the way, but we've become such good friends through the music scene. So she's awesome, Sarah. She's based in Winchester. She's written loads of music over the years. We've got three collabs together. Yeah, we've been working together on quite a few things.
Tell her that she's invited for the magic box, okay? She'd like to participate, okay?
Absolutely.
Eric, when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being you? What do you like the most about being Eric?
Oh wow, this is hard. I don't know really. Um, yeah, I like to think I just fake it till I make it, so I can't even really think about it. I just get on with it. I think, yeah, I think about me like I'm always bad at kind of I'm normally quite bad at actually celebrating my own victories, but one thing I do give myself credit for is
Mhm.
like the facing adversity piece. Like I think a lot of people don't realize how much harder it is for me to get up each day or do certain things like because of my condition. So for example, like the average person doesn't go out and run half marathons or do the things that I'm doing, but I'm still doing them, and that's despite something that holds me back from that. Um,
Wow,
and I think that's something I can give myself credit for is like
for sure.
I've always just pushed through perseverance.
Wow, I love that. I think it's yes, I think when you are facing those challenges in life, you know what I mean, sometimes you just need to somehow, give your best to somehow go through it in a better way.
Yeah, and I think like for example, like someone else in my sort of state, like for them, if they wrote a song like Won't Surrender, it probably would have come out very different. Like for me, I was writing it as a like this won't beat me, but like for someone that maybe doesn't have like that level of resilience, maybe they might have found it harder to write that. They might have like ended up writing something that was a lot sadder, a lot more sort of feeling defeated. Not that
Uh-huh.
there's anything wrong with that, because sometimes we all need some help to be picked up.
For
But
sure.
it's also something that I celebrate in myself is that I wrote that song as a like, actually, this won't stop me. Like I'll still carry on doing what I'm doing.
Can you share a little bit of the song? Can you share, like, sing a little bit, like just for me to get the vibe of it?
Oh, to sing a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't hold me down. You did before, not now. I won't surrender to you, no matter what you put me through.
Wow. Wow.
I mean,
Great one.
that's an octave lower because if I do sing louder, my neighbors will probably have a go at me. But
I don't want your neighbors to be upset with the show, okay? You're gonna go like this crazy guy for the magic box. He made me think louder.
yeah.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next one, tell me 3 artists that you always be inspired by in the music industry.
Okay, this one should be quite easy for me. Katie Tunstall, she's an amazing singer-songwriter. I don't think she gets enough credit. I got to see her live earlier this year and I wasn't disappointed. She is incredible. Tom Grennan, I think he's somebody that just again, like he seems so nice. The music he writes is fantastic. I love the style of his voice. I think that he's got such a good, cool, unique sound. And then the third one, oh, this is quite a tricky one to narrow down. I think I think Avicii. I love Avicii. I've always loved Avicii. And it's very tragic, obviously, what happened to him as well. And I think for me, he's somebody that, for example, you know, if you were to sort of invite somebody to have like dinner with, alive or dead, he would be one of them. And I'd love to just sort of have the chance to sort of get a little bit more insight to what his life was like because he was like flung into being like this megastar like at such a
Oh
young
yeah,
age, so young.
oh yeah, yeah,
But I feel like his obviously his management company and stuff, it just sounds like they just massively took advantage of him over the years. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, he's been a massive inspiration for me.
Okay, so now the question is gonna be a bit. I'm gonna put this. It's gonna be difficult for you to answer now. Let's pretend that he's still with us, and let's pretend that all of us, all of them you just mentioned, out there still here. Okay, with us. Let's pretend. Okay. One day you're gonna wake up in the morning having 3 missed calls on your phone for those 3 you just mentioned right now. Okay.
Oh my
Which
God.
one you call back straight away? Which one you send a message? I'll call you back later. And the third one, you don't send a message, you don't call back, you just ignore them. Tell me.
Oh no. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. Oh no. Uh,
Oops.
I would, I would, I think I would call back Kate Tunstall straight away.
Okay.
Um, I would send a message to Avicii and then poor Tom Grennan. Yeah,
Ooh. Ooh.
yeah, I would feel so bad though.
You can call back then another day, but
Yeah, I'd call back another day, but yeah, that would be the order I'd do it in. Yeah.
I know it's very difficult. I know it's hard. I know. Okay, next question is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life for any reason, what that would be and why?
Oh wow, okay. One memory I'd go back to.
For any reason.
Oh, telling my granddad that I had passed my driving test. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So it's my granddad on my dad's side, who sadly isn't with us anymore. And I just remember being so excited because where I'd started the test from was actually well, I'd been picked up from his house. So I came
wow.
back to his house afterwards and I ran straight in to tell him, yeah, granddad, I've passed. And yeah, just seeing how happy he was, and yeah, I think for me that's the moment I would always go back to.
I've got goosebumps everywhere right now. It's such a beautiful memory. My God, I think our grandparents, there is something about them that's, the connection we have that's different with our parents. There's something about our grandparents that is just special. As you
Yeah.
mentioned, your granddad. So tell me when you think about him, tell me a memory or something that you're always going to remember, besides this moment, of course. Something that's what comes to your mind when you think about him.
he was incredibly mechanical in how he worked. So he actually worked with Lola, the car company that made the sort of the race cars. And
Wow.
even after retiring, he was always busy at work, building something, creating something. There's like so many things still at that house where my nan still lives,
Oh,
which is like a remnant of him, like something that he's built. And yeah, that's something I always think about with him is just how amazing he was at creating things.
wow. Beautiful. Last question. Ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Wait, last question. Okay, before the last question, I'm going to ask a question in two parts. The first part of the question is, when people comes to see you singing, when they come to your gig, or when they listen to your music overall, what's something that you always wanted people to take with them? You know what I mean? It could be anything. And the second part of the question is, um, since through your career, tell me a moment or a situation that you're never gonna forget, that for you so far, it holds close to your heart.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. So for the first question, um, I guess like for me, I would want somebody to sort of feel the authenticity when they come to see me sort of perform. Like we would definitely have a lot of fun. Like my sets, I like to think are sort of high energy, just high intensity, so much fun the whole way through. But also with some rawness as well with my songwriting, with something that would hopefully resonate with somebody, especially if they're seeing me for the first time live, being able to sort of take away something from that show. And then for the second question, which is a moment that I will always sort of hang on to. I think it was the moment that I got to play at Spinnaker Tower in Portsmouth. It's this I don't know if you've never seen it before. It's this weird sort of shaped building that almost looks like a cuttlefish, and it's like an observation deck at the top where
Okay.
you can see over the whole of like the Solent, the to the Isle of Wight, over to Gosport and the whole of Portsmouth.
Oh, wow.
I believe it's the second or even the tallest observation tower you can visit outside of London or something like that. It's
Is
very
in
famous.
In Portsmouth, you said.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah, you
Not
would have
of the
seen it. It's
tower.
extremely tall. And I got invited to perform there for a charity event back in 2019. And it was a last minute thing where they needed a last minute act. It was a suited and booted affair. So I was all sort of dressed up like to the absolute max. Um, and I'm stood there on this glass floor, like
Oh,
with my guitar, and like the sun is setting behind me, like I could see out to sea over the Isle of Wight. Like that was just so special. Like I'll always remember that. That was so cool, and I can't even imagine I'd ever be able to do anything like that ever again. Like if an opportunity like that comes up again, obviously I would do it in a heartbeat. But opportunities like that just don't really come up very often.
my God, I can imagine your emotion at the time, like the butterflies in your tummy.
Oh, everything. But I also at the same time though, I was scared because I
I'm
was on this glass floor and I was like, oh, I can look down and the floor, like the ground is all the way down there. And I was like, yeah, that is terrifying.
for you. You're not sure if you're, concentrating your music or in the
Yeah. I
other.
was like, I'm okay, but I'm gonna play and sing. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, last question is, what do you consider most romantic?
What I consider most romantic,
Yeah,
just overall, like in general.
overall, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think just surprising someone in general. Like,
Mm.
I've never been one to sort of celebrate things like Valentine's Day or things like that. Like, I believe in being spontaneous, just being like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to go to dinner tonight, get dressed up kind of thing, or like bringing flowers or whatever it is. Like, instead of saving it for things like Valentine's Day, it's just like, I'd much rather just be like, yeah, we're randomly doing this. Yeah.
I think Valentine's in a couple is every day. Something, you know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
different, something new, something like spontaneous, as you said. I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
otherwise it's predictable. Like, I
Sure.
wouldn't never want that. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words and just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay. Let's start with money,
Bank.
fear,
What did you say?
fear,
Fear. Scared.
family,
Dad.
oh, life,
Death.
love,
Hate.
religion,
Sikhism.
sex,
What did you say?
sex.
Text.
No, sex.
Sex. Condom.
Say again?
Condom.
Oh dear. Politics,
War.
friendship,
Um, Love.
desire,
Chocolate.
any specific one or any chocolate?
Just any chocolate.
Regrets,
Loss.
success,
Promotion.
wish,
Stars.
happiness.
Babies.
Oh wow. One word for England.
One word for England. Cold.
Really? One word for music.
Beautiful.
One word for songwriter.
Poet.
Wow. And the last one now, then one word for your single, One Surrender. One word for it.
Adversity.
Wow. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your partner for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your partner, define Eric in one positive and one negative word only. What your partner would say about you.
My negative is definitely is extremely anal about time. Like
Very English. You're very English.
yeah,
Like,
it has to be on time. And then positive is caring.
wow. If I would ask the same question to your dad, it would be the same answer?
No, I don't think so.
What he would say?
I think the negative would probably be lacking self-confidence.
Okay.
And then the positive would be probably hardworking. Yeah.
Wow. Let's play now Eric and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, tell me what music has taught you.
I think what music's taught me is that there is beauty in almost anything. And what I mean by that is like when I write music, I listen to loads of music. Like I don't just listen to stuff that I just like absolutely love. Like I'll listen to stuff that's from genres that I'm not necessarily like that more into, but I can appreciate like almost any music. I can appreciate that there's talent in like anything. Like even the catchiest, most annoying song on the radio, someone has had the talent behind it to make it
Yes,
catchy, make it so like you can't get it out of your head.
totally.
And that's a talent in itself. Like that's something quite artistic. So that's what taught me is like I feel like you can appreciate the angles of everything.
Wow. Okay, Eric, you can ask me a question now.
Yeah. What is your favorite season and why?
Very easy answer. And I love the autumn. I love it. It's now. It's happening. It's my favorite season of the year, and I'll tell you why. I'm originally from Brazil. Yeah, originally from Brazil, and I left Brazil when I was 19 years old. I moved all the way to Europe. I lived in Portugal before moving to England. And where I come from, the state where I come from, it's very hot every single day, literally the whole year, for the year. Our winter, we have like today, maybe could be a very cold for a week or two maximum. That's it. That was our winter. Yeah. So I never seen like seasons, like very, of course we have, like, you know, rain, you have all the seasons, but in a very small proportion, because the heat is always very warm. When I arrived in Europe, and I remember the very first autumn that I had, when I saw this, you know, the leaves, you know, the colors, and I don't know,
Yeah.
there's something about the autumn that is not very cold, it's not very warm. There's like a mixture between, I find quite cozy, you know.
Yeah.
So, and somebody told me once, uh, again about astrology, somebody told me that we feel very connected with the season when we were born. Not everyone, of course, but most
Yeah.
of the people, they feel connected, and for me works perfectly. Of course, I love the summer. I love the winter as well. I think every season there's a beauty behind. You know what I mean? There's always something behind.
Yeah.
However, the autumn, there is something about it that I feel like, you know, those Sunday morning when you wake up and it's sunny, but at the same time it's cold as well. When you go for walks
Yeah.
in the park and you have like a hot chocolate with your friends, you have a cake. I think it's so nice during this time of the year, because you see people all dress up like with the winter cold. However, it's still sunny. It's still those, you know, the trees. Some people find it quite depressing, the autumn. I have friends that go like, "My God, it's so depressing," because it can rain a lot as well. I understand that. However, there's a beauty for me. I always like, since I've been in Europe, I always connect with the autumn for some reason. So yeah,
Yeah.
my answer for you will be the autumn for sure, like no doubt.
Nice. No, also I love the autumn as well. Yeah, autumn and spring for me. I like spring because it starts to get sunnier during the day, as in like the hours aren't so short of
Yeah,
sunlight.
yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, I love the all the seasons. You know, the spring. My God, the flowers, everything like, you know, like reviving again. There's something beautiful
Yeah.
about it. Well, for the winter, it's cold, and you just want to be at home. I don't know. There is something in the summer. Everyone is out about. You know what I mean? The park, just like, but it's everything's
Yeah.
beautiful. But the autumn, it just gets me like naturally. I feel happier. Like I don't know. There's something about it. Yeah, that's my answer.
I love that.
Did you enjoy the interview, Eric?
I really did. Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Of course, I love passionate people on the show. I love when people come here. And again, thanks so much for being so open and talking about, you know, your life, what's happening with you. I think, as you mentioned before, it's about helping people. It's about, you know, I think when you go through life, some challenges in life, for some reason meant to happen for us. And sometimes, you know, we need to somehow not even embrace it, but somehow, you know, accepted. You know what, as you
Yeah.
said about the marathon, you said about things, don't let it take over you. You know, somehow try to manage and do things that you love. It like you're very, I love the way you explain that, and I think it's amazing to, you know, for people to be able to share that. So thanks again for being so open, and also to bring these stories about your music. I love to hear those you know, those stories about passionate people. I think when you're passionate about something, when you have a gift, it's visible. It's visible, and people can feel the energy, even if they don't know you. Like they never, you know, the first time I'm talking to you now, and I can feel your energy. I can feel how much it means to you. You know, you're
Yeah.
singing, when you are expressing yourself through music, writing your songs. So it's beautiful, and I'm saying that, and I'm getting goosebumps because it's I feel the energy, you know, from people for sure. So thanks again for taking the time. Thanks for being so kind and accepting the invitation. You just made memories right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me as well. Like, it's been really good. I really enjoyed it.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Positive message. Oh, I'm on the spot now. Yeah, just enjoy life. Like, enjoy things. Like, yeah, never forget that. Like, life's short at the end of the day. Make the most of what you've got. Like, make the most of the time you've got.
It's a gift every day. You
Yeah.
should
And
embrace it.
make the most of the people you've got around you as well.
For sure, for sure. That's very important to remember, for sure. Amazing.
Thanks so much.
Thanks again, regards to your family, to your partner and friends, and keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show, okay? And I see you one day in your gigs, okay? I see you day over there. But be
Yeah,
back.
well, there will be loads more coming. I can guarantee
Let me
that.
know.
Keep
Let
an
me
eye
know.
out. There's lots to come.
Take care, okay? Have a good night. Take
You
care,
too,
okay?
my friend.
Bye
Bye-bye. Bye.
bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.